Hi, I'm Mr. Simons, and in this video, we're going to be talking about this dot point from the New South Wales Business Studies HSC syllabus. And this is in the KBF of Marketing. And what we're looking at here is the interdependence of marketing with other key business functions. So we'll just say of marketing with other key business functions, so that the kind of focus I'm looking at here is I can say, okay, so how does marketing rely on operations in terms of the KBF? How does marketing rely on finance? And how does marketing rely on HR? So that's kind of the perspective that I'm taking in terms of this dot point. If I think about this sort of marketing ops relationship, that marketing here creates the demand for the good or service. So this is through the advertising campaigns, through the promotional campaigns. It's sort of whipping consumers up into a frenzy to want the good or service. And that if we think about what its operations do, is that ops is creating enough goods or enough access to services, depending on what the business does, to meet this demand. Because if you think about it, if marketing is really, really successful and creates strong demand for a product, but operations has stuffed up and there's not enough, then the business is going to give up revenue that it could have earned. So that marketing, yes, it's going to build demand, but that it needs operations to make sure there's enough of the good or service there to satisfy this demand. Okay, I think we've labored that point here. If we think about marketing and finance, is that marketing is expensive. So that the level of expense will differ, but for any business, that if a business engages in marketing, that this will likely increase costs. Yes, there are free methods that can be done, but for a lot of businesses, if they're going to do a marketing campaign, they want to be in control of it. So they're going to need to pay for elements of it, which will increase costs. If we then think about the relationship with finance, well, finance here is going to allocate the funds marketing. So that the finance KBF is looking at all the revenue that's earned and is finding the money that marketing is asking for to be able to fund these campaigns. So we might just put that over here. So that the marketing KBF might be asked to justify the kind of spending that it wants to do for finance to be able to say, yes, we will allocate these funds. They might want to see a lot of detail on how it's actually going to be spent. Okay, so let's look at the last relationship here in terms of marketing and HR. I'll just move over slightly so we can see this better. If we think about the marketing function, is that it is very complex. And the reason that I say that is that on the one hand, we need to understand consumers, and then create effective campaigns to target them. It's not an easy task. So that if we think about what is HR doing in this process, or why does marketing need HR, is that marketing needs HR to find suitably skilled and experienced staff who can then perform these tasks. So it's not easy because you have to recruit and then acquire these people. But that's what we're looking for from HR here, is to be able to recruit, acquire, and reward these staff so that they come to the business and that they also stay. So this was a short video looking at the interdependence of marketing on the other KBFs. Thank you very much for watching. If you've got any questions or comments, just put them in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.